Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to give you some exercises to help with turnout. These exercises actually help you activate your lateral rotator muscles, which you use for turnout. And if you do the exercises either at the beginning of the day or before your ballet class, you will definitely be able to tell a difference when you're standing at the bar or even in center doing any work and you're trying to maintain turnout without sinking into your hip. So I hope they help. And you'll need these two bands to start. I would start with the easiest bands because the exercises really do activate those muscles, and when you first start them, they become difficult as you go along. For the first exercise, you'll start with the band around your thigh area right above your knees and also around your ankles. So for this first exercise, you start with your feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees into a slight squat. Don't bend over too far. You want to keep your shoulders up. And you're going to walk making C's, keeping your knees bent in the squat. So you'll go out and out. Think of making the letter C going out. And you don't ever let your feet come back close. And then you do it in reverse. Try not to bend over. If you bend over, you're going to use the wrong muscles. You want to do this at least 3 to 4 times up and back. So up and back is 1 time. So 3 to 4 times. For the next exercise, you still leave the band around your thighs and your ankles. You're going to go back into that same squat. Try to keep your shoulders up and not lean super forward. Hands on the hips, and you're going to do crab walks to the side. But don't let your feet come in. You keep them at least shoulder width apart the entire time. And then you go back. Up and back is 1 set, and you want to do 3 to 4 sets. You should start to feel it right in these muscles right here. You will feel your quads working, but mostly you'll feel these start to activate. For this next exercise, you only need 1 band. The band is going to be around your ankles. You can use a chair. I have a bar. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to pick up 1 foot and turn the toes in, keeping your foot flexed. Go slowly back and slowly back in. You want to do this 15 times. While you're doing that, keep in mind that on the standing leg, you don't want your hip to come out to the side. You want to keep pulling up in the hip and pulling up through your ribs so that you keep this in and not pushed out. By keeping this in, you're really going to feel this muscle start to get activated. So if you're looking at it, it's going to look like this, not like this. You see how the hip is pushed out. Have to keep the hip pulled in and really squeeze with these muscles in order to keep yourself straight. You want to do it 15 times on each leg. 1, 2, 3. Keep the foot flexed. Keep the leg straight. Make sure to keep your standing leg straight also. The tendency is to want to bend that standing leg and relax. You have to really keep pulled up and squeeze these muscles right here. For the next exercise, still keeping the band at your ankle, you're going to do a similar kickback, but now you're going to do it at a 45-degree angle. Keep the foot flexed. Keep pulling up on the standing leg so that you don't let your hips sink. And then you're going to push out at a 45-degree angle. Really concentrate on standing upright, pulling up through the front of the hip, pulling up through the side of the hip, and not leaning forward. Slow and steady, 45-degree angle. Looking at it from the front, you'll see you don't want to sink. You want to keep pulled up, slow and steady. You'll feel it a little bit in the working leg that is kicking out. You'll feel it more in the standing leg. If you're pulling up correctly, again, you're going to feel everything in these muscles right here. For the last exercise, take the band. Put the band around your feet. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Now you're going to do pretend marches. Pulling up. Keep in mind you want to pull this muscle up and squeeze it tight. Don't let the hip sink out while you're doing it. Don't let your knee go in. Knee has to go straight up. So before you even start, squeeze really tight. Think of pulling these muscles back, as far back as they'll go, and up. If you use the opposite arm, when you pull your knee up, it will help with balance. Pull it up as high as you can, and you want to do 15 on each leg 3 times. I recommend alternating, do 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Doing 45 of them with one leg only can get really difficult. So, up, 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 and try not to sink. This, again, helps activate these muscles. If you do this entire workout with all of the exercises, you will feel these muscles activated. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help with your turnout and activating those rotator muscles. And all you have to do is do them 3 or 4 times a week, and you should start to notice a difference.